This is the Movcan V60 Pro electric bike. Right off the bat, let me tell you that this bike not only looks sleek, but also delivers a performance that stands out. When I first laid eyes on it, what caught my attention was the retro modern aesthetic. That step-through frame design and the solid carbon steel build tell you it means business, but the smooth curves add a level of accessibility and convenience that I think a lot of riders, including myself, can appreciate. When I first got on the bike, I had a few doubts, especially since e-bikes can sometimes feel bulky or complicated to figure out. But in my experience, this one was surprisingly intuitive. The V60 Pro comes 85% pre-assembled, and while I'm not exactly a bike mechanic, getting it ready didn't feel like a chore. If you're someone who worries about the setup, I'd say don't stress too much. Watch the video guide they provide, and you'll be up and running in no time. Riding it for the first time was an exciting experience. I remember hopping on, adjusting the gears, and giving the pedals a push. Starting in the lowest gear, I quickly realized how responsive the motor is. You pedal a bit, and there's this smooth power boost that kicks in. For someone coming from standard bikes, this felt like a significant upgrade in terms of convenience. And here's a neat little thing. Once you engage the throttle, you don't even have to pedal. Just twist it, and you're gliding along effortlessly. It's great for those moments when you just want to relax and enjoy the ride. The multiple gears are another aspect that really stood out to me. Depending on the gear you're in, the bike's speed adjusts accordingly, making it versatile for various riding styles. For instance, in Gear 1, the bike is capped at a slower pace, around 9 miles per hour. This is fantastic for casual, easygoing rides, or for people who are just getting started with e-bikes. Move up to Gear 5, and you're hitting speeds of up to 28 miles per hour. It really gives you that extra edge. I found the higher speeds ideal for open roads or when I'm riding in a hurry to get somewhere. Now let's talk about the heart of this bike, the motor and battery. The 1000-watt motor gives it plenty of power, and I wasn't shy about testing its limits. It handled inclines like a champ, climbing steep hills without breaking a sweat. It's definitely one of the strongest motors I've tested in this range. As for the battery, the 48 15.6-hour removable one is both practical and efficient. On pedal assist mode, the bike can go up to 70 miles on a single charge, which in my opinion is impressive. That's enough to cover most daily commutes or even long weekend rides. Charging it takes a bit of time, about 6 to 7 hours, but given the range it offers, I think it's a fair trade-off. Plus, the removable design means I can take the battery inside to charge instead of leaving the bike in my garage. Speaking of design, the fat 20-inch tires are another feature that deserves some attention. Big, chunky tires like these are built to handle different terrains, and I made sure to test that out. From gravel roads to sandy paths, and even rougher conditions like snow, the grip was reliable and stable. Combine that with the full suspension system, and the overall ride feels smooth, even on bumpy trails. The suspension also makes riding more comfortable since it absorbs a lot of shocks that would otherwise transfer to your body. For safety, the dual-disc brakes do a great job. They're quick and responsive, giving me the confidence to ride at faster speeds without any hesitation. And on those evening rides, the LED lights came in handy. They're bright enough to ensure visibility, both for you and for others around you. It's small features like these that make the bike practical for real-life use. Another highlight for me was the intelligent LCD display. It's positioned conveniently so you can glance at it while riding without taking your focus off the road. It shows essential data like speed, battery status, and mileage. Though on really sunny days, I noticed the display could be a bit hard to read, but it's not a major issue. Just something to keep in mind. A quick review of the riding modes. The bike offers 4 options: pure electric, pedal assist, cruise, and standard bike mode. Personally, I find myself switching between pedal assist and pure electric modes the most. When I feel like putting in some effort, I stick to pedal assist. On lazier or longer rides, the pure electric mode is my go-to. There's a mode for every situation, which makes this bike versatile. Now, no bike is perfect, and while the Movcan V60 Pro checks most of the boxes, there are a couple of minor things I'd like to mention. At 82.7 pounds, it's definitely not a light bike. Maneuvering it in tight spaces or lifting it onto a rack can be a bit cumbersome. Personally, I see this as a trade-off for its sturdy construction and power, but if you're not used to heavier bikes, it might feel daunting at first. There's also a peg on the pedal that I noticed gets a little too close to my foot at times. It's not a deal breaker, but something I'll probably remove to make things more comfortable for me. I'd recommend the Movcan V60 Pro to anyone looking for an electric bike that's versatile, powerful, and comfortable. Whether you're commuting, riding for leisure, or tackling uneven trails, this bike has got you covered. It's perfect for someone who values performance, but doesn't want to compromise on user-friendly features. In my opinion, it's one of the best options in its price range. From my experience, this bike isn't just about functionality, it's also about the enjoyment it brings to the ride. The smooth acceleration, the way it glides effortlessly, and even the curious looks and questions from others about it, it all adds up. For those new to e-bikes or even seasoned riders, this is worth considering. In conclusion, the Movcan V60 Pro is more than just a mode of transportation, it's an experience. If you're looking for an electric bike that combines style, power, and practicality, this one ticks all the boxes. You can find detailed information about the Movcan V60 Pro electric bike in the comments section. See you in the next video.